The future of animation isn't coming from Hollywood. Indie creators and fan artists are leading the charge, shaping the industry with budgets smaller than what a studio executive spends on one coffee. Take The Flow, for example. This indie animated short, created by a small team of passionate artists, went viral for its stunning visuals and emotional storytelling. Made on a shoestring budget, it proved that you don't need millions to create something that resonates with audiences. The film's success even caught the attention of major studios, but the creators chose to stay independent, proving that grassroots creativity can thrive without corporate backing. This animated short, created by a team of just 5 people, is a testament to what passion and talent can achieve without a Hollywood-sized budget. The film tells the story of a young artist struggling to find her voice in a world that constantly tries to silence her. Through breathtaking visuals and a hauntingly beautiful score, The Flow explores themes of creativity, self-doubt, and the power of perseverance. What's even more impressive is how The Flow was made. The team used free software, borrowed equipment, and worked out of a tiny studio apartment. They poured their hearts into every frame, often working late into the night after their day jobs. Despite these challenges, the film went on to win an Oscar for Best Animated Short Film, beating out big-budget contenders from major studios. The win was a victory not just for the creators, but for indie animation as a whole. It proved that you don't need a $100 million budget to tell a compelling story. You just need talent, dedication, and a little bit of magic. The Flow is a shining example of how grassroots creativity can outshine even the most expensive corporate productions. Now let's look at the other side of the coin, the $100 million franchises. These are the reboots and sequels backed by massive studios with equally massive budgets. Take Teen Titans Go, for example. The movie adaptation had a production budget of around $10 million, but when you factor in marketing and distribution, the costs skyrocket into the tens of millions. And then there's the 2016 Powerpuff Girls reboot, which reportedly had a marketing budget that could make your eyes water. But here's the million-dollar question. Did all that money translate to quality? Well, that's up for debate. With so much cash on the line, studios tend to play it safe, sticking to tried-and-true formulas rather than taking risks. The result? Content that often feels uninspired or out of touch with what fans actually want. It's like ordering a gourmet meal and getting fast food instead. Sure, it's edible, but it's not what you were hoping for. And let's not forget the reboots that completely missed the mark. Remember the 2016 Powerpuff Girls reboot? Despite the huge marketing push, it was criticized for losing the charm of the original. Fans weren't shy about voicing their disappointment, proving that even a mountain of money can't buy love or creativity. But it's not all doom and gloom. Some franchises managed to strike a balance. Take Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, for example. With a budget of $90 million, it could have easily fallen into the trap of playing it safe. Instead, it took risks with its unique animation style and heartfelt story, becoming a critical and commercial success. It's proof that big budgets can work when they're used to innovate rather than imitate. But here's where things get interesting and a bit shady. Sometimes these big studios take inspiration from fan creations but don't always give credit where it's due. Take The Flow, for instance. After the short film went viral and won an Oscar, several major studios expressed interest in adapting it into a feature-length movie. But here's the catch. They wanted to change the core story and visuals to fit a more marketable mold. The creators had to fight to maintain their vision, highlighting the tension between artistic integrity and corporate demands. And The Flow isn't the only example. Take My Little Pony and the Derpy Hooves controversy. Derpy was a fan-created character who became so popular that the studio included her in the show. Sounds like a win for the fans, right? Well, not quite. When the studio changed her voice and name due to complaints, fans felt betrayed. It was a classic case of a studio borrowing from fans without fully understanding what made the creation special in the first place. It raises some big questions about intellectual property and ethics. When does inspiration cross the line into theft? And how should studios handle fan creations that become integral to their franchises? It's a tricky balance. On one hand, fan art can breathe new life into a franchise, keeping it relevant and exciting. On the other, Studios need to respect the creators who pour their hearts into these works. After all, without the fans, where would these franchises be? So, what's the takeaway here? Fan art, with its grassroots creativity, often captures the essence of what makes a franchise special, sometimes even more so than the big-budget reboots. These creators, working with next to nothing, manage to produce content that resonates deeply with audiences. Meanwhile, studios with millions at their disposal sometimes churn out content that feels soulless in comparison. But when studios borrow from fans without giving credit, it can lead to tension and controversy. Ultimately, the best content, whether it's a $1 sketch or a $100 million movie, comes from a place of passion and understanding of the audience. And that's something both fans and studios should remember. What do you think? Have you ever felt like fan art outshined the official stuff? Or maybe you've got a story about a franchise that borrowed a little too much from its fans? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of animation,